Spring cleaning doesn't have to mean a full renovation. Sometimes the biggest transformation starts with simply clearing the clutter and rethinking how your space works. Joining us today is Amy Lee, owner of Haven and Harmony NWA, to share some practical tips. Welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, for sure. So, Amy, you say decluttering is the fastest way to transform a home. Why is that such a powerful step?
It's a powerful step because it doesn't cost any money.
I like that.
Yes, you can just kind of go through your home and do a quick edit of just where things are and what their function is, and clear out what you don't need, and it already will give you just a calm feeling before we even add anything to the space.
Yeah. You know, you emphasize function before beauty. What does that mean in practical terms?
So I can do whatever to a home. I can add all kinds of beautiful pieces, but if it doesn't truly work for your family, when I leave the picture, it's not going to provide that calm haven within your home. So I like to sit down with my clients, take a few minutes just to get to know the space, figure out exactly how they're wanting to use it, and then add the beauty to it so that it works for them when they head out.
Absolutely. Maybe you could give us some practical tips, a few affordable updates that sort of instantly elevate a space.
Do a quick edit. Start with just a drawer. Get that to function how you want it to work, and it'll give you momentum for those bigger projects. Also, taking the time to create a space that can be a drop zone. So every space in the home doesn't become a drop zone. You can see the beauty of your home, but it also maintains that function as well.
That's so wise. I think that, you know, just as they say, the old adage goes, how do you eat an elephant? You know, one bite at a time.
Yes.
So you just go at it one drawer at a time, maybe, because I feel overwhelmed in my space sometimes when I'm thinking about, okay, this is so cluttered, and then I feel icky. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works, but like it sort of transfers over to you during the day. You feel cluttered in your own body sometimes.
For sure, and that's why I'm doing this job that I love so much, is to help you emotionally feel good in your space. It looks different for every person, but there is a way to combine that function and beauty of the space just by taking the time to edit it one step at a time.
Have you found that there's a good spot in the home to have that drop zone? Obviously, you don't want it right in the middle of your living room floor.
No.
Where do people put a drop zone?
A drop zone, it would typically be either on your kitchen counter or a mudroom, maybe a space right when you walk in the door, just to drop your belongings into a basket or tray and then move on, and just a sense of calm as you enter your beautiful space without clutter.
When people reach out to you, obviously you help with the declutter, but you also help with design. Is that right? Can you help people reimagine and rethink their spaces? And how does that work?
I typically will go in for a consult and just kind of talk through what space you're looking at and see how I can help them just one step at a time, rather than my whole house needs redone. Let's start it one at a time and add those pretty pieces in there after we do an edit of what the function of the space needs to be.
Yeah. You know, you were fortunate enough to be featured in the March edition of City Lifestyle Springdale, so tell us about that experience and what readers will see in that spread.
I loved doing that because it talked about why I started this business. I started this business because I have a special needs middle school daughter, and I noticed that when I was home with her, I just wanted our space to still be lively, but also be functional for her needs in a wheelchair within my home. And that featured article talks about Haven and Harmony and what I can do for families, but also when you do have a situation where there are some extra special needs, how can you still make a haven within that space that's appropriate?
Yeah, I love knowing where your inspiration came from. Family sometimes gives the biggest inspiration, don't they?
Agreed.
If people want to reach out to you for their service, for your services, how do they do that? Go to the website?
Yes. I have a website, also Instagram and Facebook, Haven and Harmony NWA. Come and check me out.
Thank you so much for joining us today to fill us in. Absolutely. You've inspired me to go home and make one simple edit, start small, and build from there.
Yes, I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you.
Yeah.